Welcome. Well, you are at home with Jim and Joy, and you are an important part of our EWTN family. And we're delighted that you have welcomed us into your home. Well, we want to hear from you, so send us an email with a question or a comment to jimandjoy@ewtn.com. Well, today we will have the second part of our show with Mandy Scott and Jill Colby, who are co-founders of Mount Royal Academy North, mountroyalnorth.com, up there in the North Country of New Hampshire. Absolutely beautiful young ladies talking about implementing new school, classical education, and the Catholic role, and the impact that they are going to have in the North Country in New Hampshire. Excited to have them.
Amen. And we did want to share a little bit about our weekend with our granddaughter, Isabella, over the weekend.
That was beautiful.
And she's getting ready to go off to college. And so this is our first grandchild. This is our first grandchild and the first grandchild going off to college. And that's unusual for us. So we invited her down, said, "Could you just spend a weekend or spend a day with us? You know, before you go, we just want to be with you." We usually have them, we have them all in when they're little babies, like 3 or 4 years old. They have a prince or a princess day.
Right.
Now we're going to have to call this queen or king day if they're going off to college.
Yeah.
But she came and visited with us. We just wanted to love on her and affirm her and share how she's feeling about going off to college and leaving the family. She's just an outstanding person in terms of a person, a commitment to Christ. Her academics are excellent. She was the #1 base stealer, I believe, in the state of Alabama, so she's a softball player, has a scholarship to go off to college. And we went to, what did we do?
We went to play.
We went to play. Okay.
She came and I said, "Isabella, what do we want to do?" And so she was, no, I don't care. And I said, "Well, let's go play." So we went to Alabama Adventure, which is where I used to take all the grandkids, but we just took her one-on-one.
Amusement park.
Just a great amusement park here in Alabama. We rode the Rampage, the roller coaster, which was fun.
You rode it, I
Did
did.
the swing ride. I mean, we just had fun together. We, sat out at the pool. We went into the wave pool. It was great. Then we went out to dinner. And then that night we went to the Regions Barons baseball game, and they won, and they're #1 in their
And they had this incredible fireworks show at the end of it.
Friday night fireworks.
Children's Hospital was right behind it, and some of the children from Children's Hospital counted down for the fireworks.
Yes.
And then they were all up at the windows, these children, suffering a variety of things, and they got to see the fireworks. It was great.
It was just a beautiful night, and God was there. He had a full moon. It was like the fireworks. God said, "Well, I got something too. I got a beautiful full moon." It was just a beautiful night to cherish her more. And we said to her, no matter what the next couple of years hold for you, you can count on 2 things. Nona and Babo's unconditional love. We're going to love you no matter what. And you can count on our prayers for you daily. And that's what we can give them as grandparents. And
make
that's
sure
what we're
you
gonna
spend
do.
some precious time with those young people going off to college. Have a good conversation with them and prayer, and assure them of your divine affirming love. Coming up next, Catholic education in the classical tradition. We'll be right back. Please don't go away.
Welcome back. Well, before we continue our discussion with Mandy and Jill today, we're going to hear from Catherine Hadro, who is the host of EWTN Pro-Life Weekly. Now, Catherine, British courts are setting buffer zones around abortion clinics in the UK. Why is that?
Hello from Washington, D.C., Jim and Joy. On EWTN Pro-Life Weekly this week, we bring you a very important case in London. A UK court has upheld pro-lifers praying outside of a major abortion clinic must stay at least 300 feet away because of what's called a buffer zone. I speak with a woman who was helped by pro-life outreach outside of the clinic and chose life, and another British pro-life leader to hear why they are calling this ruling a condemnation of prayer and why we all should be paying attention. We also bring you the remarkable story of a woman who suffered abuse in her home but says she was saved because of foster care and eventually adoption. Don't miss her story as we address the importance of foster care in the pro-life movement. And finally, I just want to remind you all that there is always pro-life action you can take right now. Go to our website at prolifeweekly.com and find out what our latest call to action is. It's important as we all strive to build up a culture of life that we all get involved, starting with you at home. So go to prolifeweekly.com to follow our call to action. Okay, that's a little preview of the latest edition of EWTN Pro-Life Weekly. I do hope to see you all there Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern and again on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. But for now, back to you at home.
Catherine, thanks so much for another wonderful report, keeping us up to date on the pro-life movement throughout the world and so many critical issues for our lives and for this time. We have again with us today Jill Colby and Mandy Scott, co-founders of Mount Royal Academy North. It's mountroyalnorth.com. You're going to want to go to their website, hear more about this incredible plant of a new school there in New Hampshire, northern New Hampshire. Catholic school, classical tradition, starting September 4th. Wow. Wow, how exciting that is. Exactly. First class coming on in, a lot of supporters that you've got there. You share with us during the first show your own friendship that goes way back to kindergarten, your moms and children, and venturing out in this way together with this mission. And what is the mission of this new school?
Yeah, so at Mount Royal North, we're hoping to basically educate every child, but the whole child. So looking at academics, also looking at emotional, social, spiritual, the Catholic components, really educating all those pieces of what people are, students are. I think it's really important to acknowledge those and to reference those and to really directly influence them as a teacher, because those, as you grow up, those are things that are changing and that are important. And I think that as educators and moms, it's our job to bring light to all of those things.
Yeah. And as you're sharing, because we're speaking about Catholic education, your particular mission, but also when you were sharing about how you want to touch a child holistically, that's Catholic, not just Catholic doctrine, but that we're Catholic in a sense. There's different parts of us, the mind, the body, the soul, the spirit, but it all has to come together. So you can pull out those elements in a person, but they have to be integrated together. And so your mission, your vision for this academy is to really touch the child holistically, fully. And that's huge. You know, you can't trust just anyone. It's the parents' responsibility, right? The education they get. And you're talking about touching my child beautifully in every way. Well, you better have the right stuff. You know, and I'm sure that there are other people that aren't Catholic, and they're saying too, we want to do that too. Absolutely. And so in education, there's a lot of that going on. But what's the foundation? What are the absolutes? Are there absolute standards? What does it mean to get a Catholic education? And then you speak about kind of a classical influence. So continue to unpack that for us. Sure. What does it mean to have a Catholic education? And then you're adding this word classical.
Sure. Absolutely. Well, we believe every child has a gift. And really, I mean, God gives different gifts to different children. And we are so excited to help our students realize those gifts and just succeed with those gifts. And as far as the classical education goes, we are absolutely thrilled to be offering classical education at our school. You could probably have 5 other segments on what it is, but in a nutshell, it gets back to the basics. It teaches kids how to read, write, think, communicate effectively. There's the trivium of classical education. It's broken down into 3 parts: the grammar phase, the logic phase, and the rhetoric phase. So
grammar, logic, rhetoric. This is where the classical kind of part comes in terms of learning. Okay.
Yes. So
you have to go slow with me. I didn't have a classical education.
I tend to talk fast. You slow me down anytime. So the grammar phase is for the elementary students. This is the focus for elementary students. Kids' minds are like sponges. They are excited to learn. They're willing to learn. And those with young kids know that students or kids like to hear the same book over and over, or hear the same song over and over. A lot of that part of the grammar stage is repetitiveness, is memorization. And it sounds, you know, a little boring to say it like that, but it's through music, it's through chants, it's through movement. And those are things that I know I can remember as a child. You know, the best things you learn, they have a little song in your head. Or, so, you know, through that memorization, and you're basically building the foundation in that grammar stage. We're also introducing Latin.
Wow.
Latin is definitely the key to unlocking many aspects of the English language itself, so we're excited to be offering that component as well.
That's huge. I remember growing up, I didn't have a Catholic education, went to public school, but I do remember some of my siblings going that way, and everybody was learning Latin. And I would think that it was Latin because, this was my thinking, because the Mass was in Latin at the time I was growing up. So that was a primary thing. But what you're saying is that if you learn Latin, it roots you in a lot of roots, right? From languages. Also, the Greek language is like that too, right?
Yeah,
What was the name of that show? Fat Greek Wedding?
My Big Fat Greek.
Yeah.
The father was always like, give me a word and I'll show
Yeah.
you the Greek root.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
That is
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. It's amazing to, you know, to actually break down those words in the English language and to you know, hear where they're derived from, where they come from, and then it makes so much sense. Having that Latin piece, I think, is just going to be so beneficial for our
So
students.
this will help
lifelong.
them to understand words, go further with languages if they
Absolutely.
want to, because they got this foundation in Latin, possibly Greek. That's huge. That's not happening
Right.
in probably 90% of the educational
True.
places.
True.
We're
Yeah.
also hoping to have a big impact on service to others, and what does that mean, and why does that really bring you true happiness? Because really, you know, serving others is what makes
Right.
people genuinely happy. So making sure our students feel that and learn that and understand that that's really how you get happiness. Really is, you know, by
Amen.
focusing on people around you.
Will you require service hours from them, or will you just as a school have service projects?
Exactly. It'll be more service projects, working together, working to help the community or really anybody in need, and just kind of seeing how really that's what builds you up in life.
That's a critical component. That true happiness is found in giving your life away. How desperately do we need this in this selfish, narcissistic world, and some in schools, and you know, it's all about me. I'm getting this whole education because it's all about me, but it's about you, so that you could lose your life and give it away. Jesus said, those who find their lives, you're going to lose your life. Those who lose their lives, you're going to find your life. So that's where I want to send my kid. I mean, I want to send my kid to a place where they're saying, you're acquiring all this intellectual knowledge, physical awareness, and so on, so that you can serve. So that's an emphasis there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Great.
it's going to be important.
Tell me about virtues. Is that a part of your curriculum, to learn about virtues, to lead a virtuous life? I mean, that's a big teaching of the Catholic Church. Is it a teaching of the classical model? Because we're speaking about Greco-Roman societies, that Plato, Socrates, did they believe in virtues?
Right, absolutely. Yes, we have a great program we're implementing, called Education in Virtue. So we're going to be focusing on virtues, a different virtue every month. What does it act? How can you act out this virtue? What does it look like? What does it sound like? Really, again, part of the classical curriculum is going back to the basics. And I think, as far as the virtues go as well, really just modeling those virtues and emphasizing.
And totally incorporating your education with your faith journey, that they're not separate, that I don't just walk into my church on Sunday, and then I walk into my school Monday to Friday, but it really is the integration of them all, so that when these children come out from school, you know who they are spiritually, emotionally, academically, that what the goal is to raise outstanding human beings, right?
The goal is to create
that are
saints.
going to set the world on fire.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
that's your hope.
To do God's will.
Right.
Yeah. To help them see their own gifts and how they can move those gifts forward, and what they can do for the world, for other people, for
Right.
service, I think is important. And, with the Virtue program, what that looks like at each grade level, and how that sounds, and how that feels, and that type of thing. I think, again, naming it and acknowledging it is important. And a lot of times I think people might say, oh yeah, I know what virtues are, but to really focus on truly what does this mean to have humility. You know, what does that mean when you're 4 or when you're 6 or when you're 12?
Or being patient, being
Absolutely.
patient in a family. You know, I mean, nobody likes to be patient in a family. We have to be patient. We have to be kind.
Yeah.
And hopefully those things are being taught in homes. We would all hope that. But if they're not, coming to you all is a great place where they can have all of that cultivated in their
Jill
lives.
and Mandy, thank you so much for your willingness to take this adventure, to step out in this way, to have this vision. I think it's sound. I think it's wonderful. I hope you're successful in it. If you weren't, it's still worth taking that step.
Sure.
So we want everybody in the country to know about it, especially those in New Hampshire. What's the city again where this is?
Lancaster, New Hampshire, yes.
Thank you, and God bless this great venture. It's mountroyalnorth.com, mountroyalnorth.com. Go there for more information, find out how you can support this great work, and share with both Jill and Mandy your thoughts. We'll be right back. Plenty more to come. And we're going to keep you over, by the way. So you got a couple more minutes.
Great.
I keep thinking you're going, but you don't leave. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Well, we are visiting with Mandy Scott and Jill Colby, who are the co-founders of Mount Royal Academy North. Before we continue our conversation with these beautiful young ladies, we're going to go straight to Rome to hear from Joan Lewis. Now, Joan, the popes have had a lot to say about the importance of Catholic education, haven't they?
Well, greetings again from Rome to all of you at home, and I have to say, such an important topic you have today, the value of Catholic education. If you were to take all the Vatican and papal documents and speeches, you'd need a month of Sundays just to study them. Now, the very first encyclical on this was from Pope Leo XIII in 1885. Then we had an encyclical from Pius XI in 1921, and of course John Paul II's very famous and beautiful Ex Corde Ecclesiae, from the heart of the church, in 1990. And naturally, as you would expect, many, many documents have come out of the Congregation for Catholic Education, which, by the way, up until 1977 was known as the Sacred Congregation for Catholic Education. Now, as I said, there have been countless papal speeches in addition to documents over these many, many years. And just 1 month ago, Pope Francis addressed the Gravissimum Educationis Foundation that he himself founded in October 2015. Now, Francis told the members, Catholic educators must not lose hope, but rather offer it to today's world. We need to give a soul to the global world through an intellectual and moral formation that can support the good things that globalization offers and correct the harmful ones. And he also said 3 criteria are essential for an educator's task to be fruitful: identity, quality, and care for the common good. Now, also a year ago, the Pope had these words for the Portuguese Catholic University. He said, Catholic academic institutions are distinguished by the Christian inspiration of its members and its own communities, helping them to include the moral, spiritual, and religious dimension in their research, and to value the achievements of science and technology from the perspective of the human person as a whole. So time's up here, but I do want to say kudos to Mount Royal Academy and its story as told by Mandy and Jill. So time's up. Back to you at home.
Another wonderful report, Joan. Thanks so much, and thanks for encouraging these wonderful young ladies venturing out in the whole area of Catholic education. Have no fear, Catholic education has been going on for a pretty long time, since the time of Christ. Just a couple of minutes left, so just wanted you to be able to share your heart and your passion, closing thoughts.
Sure, yeah, again, thank you so much for having us here. We're thrilled to be here and to share our story. Really, I think what we want to do, what all parents want to do for their kids, is create good kids. You know, the mission, the goal is to create saints. You know, I think that the big picture, one of my favorites is Matthew Kelly, and he puts it perfectly that, you know, we all have God-sized holes inside of us. And we try to fill these holes with, you know, maybe it's clothes, or maybe it's a new bicycle for a kid, or a new toy for a kid, but really it's a God-sized hole. Only God can fill that hole. And I think if we can help students realize that, help our kids realize that, they're going to have lifelong success with God and trusting in God and His plan for them. And we really hope we can be a part of that wonderful journey for them.
Yes.
Your thoughts, Mandy?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think, you know, oftentimes things happen and you don't necessarily think you're going to end up. I mean, I never thought we would end up sitting here with you. So I think it's important for people to be open to whatever God's asking them to do, and to be able to say yes to that, and to understand that it's really about God's will. It's not necessarily about what you want or I want, but what He wants, and being authentic, and being authentic as teachers and as people and as parents, and, you know, to be role models for our beautiful children, because really we just want their souls to go to heaven someday. I mean, that's what we want.
That's what moms want.
That's what moms want.
You
That's
know,
what's it.
God's work done God's way will never lack God's supply. And so it is. You were women, you said yes. You said, okay, Lord, here am I. You had this idea dropped into your spirit. It's like, we're going to make this become a reality. Like you said, you weren't like sitting around, oh, well, I'm going to do this. But God does that, right? And so you say, how can we make a difference in the sphere of influence where we are? He wasn't asking you to go to Africa. He's saying stay in Lancaster, New Hampshire, and plant classical education here at North Academy. Make a difference at Mount Royal, right? Do it right here, and make a difference, that the light of Christ would shine, that you would have an influence on the lives of young boys and girls. So beautiful.
Jill and Mandy, thanks so much. You were a great encouragement and inspiration, and God has called you for such a time as this. God bless your work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us today on At Home with Jim and Joy. Hope that you've been greatly encouraged by the venture of these two and the establishment of another Catholic school in the classical tradition, and that these children that go to this school are going to radiate Christ, and they're going to change the world. Thank you for being a part. Pray for this venture. Know that you're always at home with Jim and Joy, and you have a special place in the family. Keep it on EWTN. Bye now.